Good morning students. Welcome back to your science class. Today I am going to teach you lesson number 2, matter and materials. In this lesson we will see more about matter and materials and the process of manufacturing fabrics and the types of fabrics. We live in a beautiful world. Our daily needs have increased in modern day life because we have to use a number of things in our day-to-day life. Look around you. You are all surrounded by many things. Some of them are livings and some of them non-livings. We get some of the things from nature and some of the things are manufactured artificially. Artificial means man-made things. The things which are made by or created by human beings. Many man-made things are we used in our daily life. For example, pen, pencil, ink, eraser, scale, etc. These are example for man-made things. So, in this lesson, we will study more about different things used in our daily life and how they are obtained. Everything in the universe, you see, everything in the universe is made up of matter. Do you know what is matter? Matter is anything that has mass and occupies space. Matter is anything that has mass and occupies space. First, we'll know the term. What is mass? Do you know? Mass is a measure. Mass is a measure of how much matter is in an object. See, this is the tumbler. If I hold it, I can feel that it has some weight. That means it has mass. If I pour some water into this tumbler, the water occupies some space according to its volume. So, now you can understand the term matter easily. Matter is anything that has mass. That mass means weight and it occupies space. Not only this tumbler, the book, pen, pencil, in fact you and me and everything, we are all matter. So, next we'll see about that classification of matter. Matter can exist in 3 physical states. Matter can exist in 3 physical states. They are solid, liquid and gas. This matter is made up of a tiny invisible particles. The tiny invisible particles is called molecules, and the molecules are made up of atoms. So matter is made up of a tiny invisible particles. These invisible particles are called molecules and the molecules are made up of atoms. All matter is made up of molecules depending on the way how the molecules are arranged. Matter can exist in 3 states, you know, solid, liquid and gas. First, let us see about solid. Solids are hard. You know very well the solid materials and all. You touch means you feel that material very hard. You cannot be pressed because it is incompressible. In a solid molecules are packed very close to each other compared to that liquid and gas and all. Solid molecules are packed very closely. Very little space in between them. As a result, they cannot move freely. This makes solid hard and gives them a fixed shape. In other words, solid have a definite shape and fixed volume. For example, see the shape of this book. Take the same whether you put it in your bag or place it on the table. So, in solid molecules are very closely packed so that solids are incompressible and they have definite shape and size and volume also. Their shape can be changed only we break or cut the solid material. Then only that solid material shape will be changed. Next, we will see about liquid. So see, this is the liquid. This is how the molecules are arranged in the liquid. We cannot press or hold the liquid because in a liquid, the molecules are not packed very closely together. Since there is more space between the molecules of a liquid compared to solid, and liquids have no fixed shape. They do not have a fixed shape, but they have a definite volume. They take the shape of the container in which they are filled. Like water bottle, if you fill means it take the shape of that bottle shape. So like that, it is take the shape of the container where it will filled. The water moves from one place to another. This is because the matter in liquid are loosely packed. So liquids can flow freely. In gas, the molecules are packed very loosely. You see in the diagram also, you see like that only the molecules are loosely packed in gas. The molecules are free to move in any direction, hence the gases are highly compressible. So, now you know about matter. So, matter can exist in 3 states. And how the molecules are arranged also we can learn. Next, we'll move on to that materials. The matter from which a thing is made of is called material. So, what is material? The matter from which a thing is made of is called material. For example, chair is made of wood. Eraser is made up of rubber. Like candle is made up of wax. So, a material is a mixture of substances that constitute an object. They can be pure or impure. They are natural or man-made. Materials are needed to get the things needed for our daily life. We need food, dress, and many other goods for our daily living. Natural or man-made materials are transformed to produce these things. Next, let us see about fibers. First, do you know what is fibers? Fiber is a thin thread of natural or artificial substance. Thin thread means you already seen the thread in your home itself. Everyone having a thread. So that is called as fiber. It is either it is get it from a natural or artificial substance. So fiber is a thin thread of natural or artificial substance. The clothes we wear are made up of fabrics. Fiber is used to make cloths with the help of power looms or weaving machines. Fibers can classified into 2 types. Mainly, the fibers can be classified into 2 types. First one is a natural fibers and another one is a synthetic fiber. First, the natural fibers means the fibers we get from either plants and animals are called natural fibers. So, natural fibers means the fibers get from plants and animals. From the plants, we get cotton, jute, coir. These are all example for plant fibers because we are get it from a plant. Next, animals. From which animals we have to get a fiber means from a sheep we have to get a wool, and the silkworm we have to get a silk. So these kind of fibers we have to call animal fibers. This is also comes under that natural fibers. So next we'll see about synthetic fibers. So synthetic fibers means its other name for that one is called as artificial fibers or man-made fibers. So fibers which are made by humans by using a large amount of chemicals is called synthetic fibers. So for example, for that rayon, nylon, acrylic, these are all example for artificial fibers. These fibers are obtained from petroleum and coal products by a complex chemical process. So from that we have to get that these kind of synthetic fibers. We will see about natural fiber. Under that natural fiber, first we will see about cotton. Cotton is a natural fibers. Is obtained from the cotton plant. It is a bushy plant. The cotton plant is a bushy type of a plant and it grows 5 to 6 feet of height. It takes around 60 days to grow. It will grow in black soil and alluvial soil and prefers a warm weather also. Warm climate and the black soil, these are the two requirements to grow cotton plant nicely. It grows nicely and it gives a large number of green small pods. This is called as cotton balls. These balls contain seeds covered with white fibrous material. When these cotton balls matures, it will open naturally and that you will find a cotton fiber. It is in white in color. Cotton is usually hand picked from the plants. Now let us see how the fabric we are get from these kind of cotton balls. There is some systematic processes there. From the cotton balls we have to get the cotton fiber. From the cotton fiber we have to get a lint. Lint is nothing but a fiber. From this lint we have to get a yarn. Yarn means thread. And then from the yarn we have to get a fabric in a two main ways. First thing is a weaving method or knitting method. So how these process going on we'll see in this topic. First, from the cotton balls we get a cotton fiber. The process is known as ginning. So ginning and spinning, these are the two major process to making a cotton yarn from cotton fiber. So the ginning means the raw fibers are separated from the seeds by a process known as ginning. Otherwise we have to say the process of removing the seeds and all inside present in the cotton ball. All the seeds, we have to remove the seeds from cotton balls is called ginning. Nowadays is done by the using of machines. After the ginning process, the fibrous material left over separating cotton seeds is called lint. Already I told lint is nothing but fiber. After the ginning process we get a lint. The lint is then tied and pressed into balls. From these balls the impurities, some of the impurities and all is there, means the impurities all removed by the process of combing. Combing means removing of the impurities present in the cotton ball or cotton fibers. Next, the seeds and the impurities and all removed means the next process it will be start. The next process is a spinning process. So spinning means we get the process of making yarn from the lint. We have to get a yarn from the lint. This process is called as spinning process. Spinning, they make a big bundles of yarn and they used it for the manufacturing of the fabric. Spinning is done on a large scale with the help of spinning machines. So last, how we have to get fabrics from the yarn. After the spinning process, again it enters into some process. Then only we have to get from the fabrics from the yarn. So these are the two process, weaving process and knitting process are the two most important process used for making fabric from the yarn. The process of making two sets of yarn. We have to use the two sets of yarn. One is horizontally and one is vertically is used. This process is called as weaving process. It is done by a weavers on a machine is called loom. In a machine, special machine, the loom. In a loom, we will do this process. The looms are either by hand operated or power operated. During the knitting process, only one single thread, single yarn only is used to make a piece of fabric. It is also done by hand and also on machines. This is how we have to get a fabric from the cotton balls. Next, we will see about the uses of cotton. It is many ways it will used. It is used to manufacture cotton textiles and garments to make the fabrics. It is used as fillers in pillow and mattresses. It is used for making surgical bandages in the field of the medical. In the medical field, the cotton widely used. And it is also used for making dhotis, saris, bed sheets, tablecloth and so on. So these are all the uses of we get from the cotton. Next, we will see about next natural fiber is a jute. Jute is a fiber is obtained from the stem of the jute plant. From the jute plant, the stem part, we have to get these kind of a jute fiber. Jute plant has long, soft and shiny fibers. So it is also referred as the golden fiber. It is also referred as golden fiber due to its color and cost. So due to its color and cost is otherwise referred as a golden fiber. After harvesting, they cut the stems and they keep it in water. They immerse it in water for some days. After that, the peels, all the peels come out, it get rotten. When all the peels come out, then we will dry that peels and we will get that, from that we will get jute fiber. These are converted into yarns in the same manner as in the case of cotton. From these jute fibers, we have to use the jute fibers for various purposes. As example for that, it is used for making the bags, carpets, curtains and ropes. And also it is used to make sock for the storing grains. And it is used for making wall hangings for decoration also. Our next natural fiber is coir. Coir fiber is obtained from the outer covering of the coconut. From the coconut, the outer cover, we have to get the coir. It is used to make floor mats, door mats, brushes and mattresses. So these are the example. These are the jute, cotton, coir. These are all example for natural fiber. Next, we will see about synthetic fibers. Synthetic fibers, otherwise called as man-made fibers or artificial fibers. These fibers are made by human beings with the help of the huge amount of the chemicals. By the chemical process, these kind of the synthetic fibers we have to get it. So, they are called synthetic fibers. These fibers are obtained from coal, petroleum and natural gas. Let us see some synthetic fibers and where they are where is the sources from where we get it, these kind of synthetic fibers. First, rayon. Rayon we have to get it from the wood pulp. This is the source for rayon. Next, nylon. For nylon, sources for the nylon, silk and wool. Next, polyester. For polyester, petroleum products. For acrylic, wool products. So, these are all the example for synthetic fibers. rayon, nylon, polyester, acrylic. These are all example for synthetic fibers. So next we'll see how these synthetic fibers used in our daily life. Rayon is used to make rope, cloth, cap, tire cords and carpets. So these are the materials and all. We have to get it from the rayon fiber. Next, from nylon is used to make the fishing nets, ropes, parachutes, fabrics and bristles of brushes. Next, the polyester. From the polyester we have to make the suits and shirts, hoses, conveyor belts, films, film rolls, PET bottles and wires. For acrylic is used to make sweaters, shawls and blankets. So these are all the useful materials we get from the synthetic fibers. And do you know, now we have to learn many things about fibers, especially the natural fibers and synthetic fibers. But the world very most valuable fibers is obtained from a small wild animal. The wild animal name is vicuna. It belongs to a camel family. So from these animal only the world most valuable fiber or fabric we get it. So in this lesson we learned more about what is matter, material and the states of matter, the 3 states of matter, how the molecules are arranged and the fabrics, the classification, natural and synthetic fibers and what are the uses. So many things we learned. So go through the video and answer for your worksheet. We will see in the next class. Thank you.